Happy Saturday, everyone. So we're back here, coming down to the end of our book here. And it's funny because so many of you reached out and you've made 2 or 3 of them by now. And I'd love to see them. We have to, oh, you know what? You could just make sure you join Pinterest if you're already on Pinterest. The links are below in the description. But I have a Pinterest board over there called... well, it's Gelli lovers, but also art mythos, books and journals and stuff like that. And the links are below. But yeah, if you ask to become a contributor, then you can post your stuff in on those Pinterest boards. It'd be a great place to put our altered books, projects, and so we could share them with each other. That'd be a lot of fun. So remember, if you're so inclined to join that, and let's share. Anyhow, I'm so excited because we're coming down here to the finish line, and thanks again for joining me this Saturday morning, and let's just have at it. So this is my printables for August. I really am vibing with this collection. I just love the colors. They're muted tones of pinks and blush and golds and kind of olives, cream tones, and with a lot of my symbols and what have you on them. So this, I'll just do a flip. So this month's pack will have the first several images are my collages. So I did that because it's a neat way to already have a chunk of a foundation ready to just work from. Or if you just want to use a little bit of the marbling or a little bit of this, you can kind of tear it up and you have one sheet that you printed out that has a lot of different textures and colors on them that you can then sort of tear up and rework. So some of my rusted papers. I just love these, and I used these papers here that I jelly printed and had rust stained on those the Molly papers. Oh my God, those papers are just so gorgeous, and I just had to share them with you all. So there's, oh wait, how many are there? 5 of them that are just kind of collage foundational pieces that they're pretty much ready for you just to kind of use them any way you really see fit, or they're just a whole collage section ready to lay down and then collage over top of it. This right here is from a vintage book. I mean, this book is from like 1760s or something like that, and it's the end papers of that book. I have the book right here actually. It's very old, it's coming apart, but this is the end pages. I just love these. So I went on and took it and just kind of colorized and just shifted the colors just a little bit so that it works with here, but you just saw it, so it's really close to that. So that's in there, which I just think is gorgeous. This paper is just such an unusual marble paper. And then this is the first of all of those papers that I made on the handmade paper, and you can see the texture. It looks like it's fabric. It's so yummy. So we have that. This one here. This one. Just love these papers. Some just good patterning that you can use the sections where you have the large circles. That can be an element. These are just could be bits and pieces of background that then some of the other elements can be collaged on top of. Just look at that. Yummy. Yummy. And then this is one where I used that stencil, and I just love just how you can still see the images, but it's just so grunge, and I love that. This is another one of the rust stained. And then these are some that I did about a year ago. These are just beautiful papers on the Japanese calligraphy papers. No, actually, this is on some large sheets of tea paper that I was sent. Judith, who's one of my followers, patrons, and she's over here on YouTube with us, she sent me a whole care package about a year ago, and in it were full sheets of tea paper, like tea bag paper. And she got it, she lives in the UK, so she gets it from a supplier over there. And I had stained on it and coffee dyed and tea and did my scripting on it, and it just, the quality was just so neat. And so I pulled some of those to go along with this collection because I just thought that they made nice backgrounds, and this all works together really nicely. So there's a total of 16. So there are this whole pack, you know, what I just showed you, all these images, and then the 3 extra ones were these, which just, you know, kind of gave, because you know I always like to do a baker's dozen, so 13 images. And then whatever the overs are is where I think that they'll just work together. And since I had used them to make these collages, because that's what some of this background is here, in here, this background, then I thought, and this is the same thing, it'd be cool to give you some of those just as, you know, background. So anyway, that's the pack. The links are up. Many of you have already gone over there and started buying them. By the time I tape this video, I think there's already been quite a number of you guys who've already jumped on them. So I appreciate it. Thank you. And you're ready to go get started with me. So what I did is I took several of them and printed them also on onion skin. So these are the ones that I did. And so I'm going to use those. So I think that's where I'm going to start. With these. Now, what am I going to make? I think I just love these papers. Oh my goodness. Let's work with this one. I will work with a couple of these today. Let's start off with this one, and let me get I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and we'll start off by just folding it in half. So we'll just go with the middle. So we'll go with the middle and okay, and let's get rid of these white. Let me get my other ruler. Okay. Just getting the white edges off from where I didn't print to the edge. Okay. Alrighty. And let's see. Let's see how we're going to do this. I'm going to keep it like that. I like that. So, let me figure out the best way. I know I'm always back and forth with my glue, but I think I've got some Giotto glue sticks coming. Boy, thank you guys for a few of you reached out and shared some ideas with me of where to get them. And then my buddy Patti, Tolley Parrish, she found some and got a double scoop of them. And so she's sending me some right as we speak. So I'll be able to, this is really oozing out. So I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to put it down right onto the page. See how high I need it. Okay. I really do like using this Fabri-Tac because, as I always say, it doesn't have a lot of moisture in it. And using it with this, with the onion skin, the least amount of moisture, the better. So I'm gonna stand up so I can get this piece of paper down properly. Okay. Let's get a good amount on here. Okay, so using that card really just to spread out the glue. Left a little bit of paper behind here. Grab my tweezers. Okay. Okay. So that's good. Let's see. I don't know what's causing my Fabri-Tac just to kind of bubble up there. So it's a little bit of a thing here, a gap. Wasn't quite sure how far to come over, so it's always best to start a little short of it, knowing that you can fix it. Okay. Alrighty, so let's get this side going here. Can't wait for those Giotto glue sticks to come, because I feel like that is going to be the perfect glue and delivery system. Like this Fabri-Tac works really well, but you know, you're doing all this squeezing and trying to control the amount. You know, you kind of get out, it comes out like in these globs, and then you have to make sure you're smoothing it down. Where if that stick operates the way others have said that it does, then that's going to be perfect for gluing this onion skin down. Hopefully it doesn't transfer a lot of moisture because I have these the liquid glue. This is just basically liquid PVA, and I like these, but they transfer a lot of moisture. So it's okay to use them if you're working on something and you know you got the time in between to really let it dry and all of that. But if you don't, then they are they have a lot of moisture in them. So, and a lot of times when I'm working with you guys and I'm doing this double page spread thing, it leaves the other side so moist that when I go to flip it, you know, it's like wet over there. So that's why I have a tendency not to use it on camera. But, you know. Okay. Let me see how this could use a little bit. In fact, I think I'm not going to use that. I'll just use a little bit of PVA. The PVA works wonderfully too, but it's got a lot of moisture. So that's why I have a tendency not to use it over, you know, a large area. Okay. So using it just to get that little bit down is good. Alrighty. See these edges? See, we got some here. We can get some down there. It's easier just to kind of figure out roughly where, you know, it's going to go, and just try to fall a little bit inside of it. Then it's easy just to pick this bit up than to having it all to the end of this, of the onion skin, because the onion skin is so thin that it will curl up and roll back on you, and it just becomes everything more than what you bargained for. So not good. So that there. Okay. I like. So I have some of this Japanese book sheets up here. Let me see. I'm gonna get the marble paper. I do want to pull that out. See if we play with that. And then let me see from my stash over here in my drawer. Let's see what we have here. What other things I can pull in? Let's see. Also, just kind of pulling from my stash here, see what else I would want to use. Okay. Definitely want to collage on top of this. Okay. Let's see if I got my hands on enough stuff to inspire me here. So I want something like this to brighten it up, and at the same time, I like some of this as well. Actually, I think this piece right there would be really nice. Okay, so like this emblem right here, I'm feeling might work well. So let me get my water pen. Let me just fill it up with some water pretty quick. I think one of the best things that I purchased that I thought was a waste of money at the time, honestly, and the only reason why I bought it was this distress sprayer. And I saw it as like, I really could use a small sprayer, but this Tim Holtz distress sprayer, I think it was like $6, almost $7 for this bottle. And I thought, golly, that's a lot for a little spray bottle. I can get one at the dollar store, And but I had a coupon that day, and I didn't have time to be, fooling around and going to different stores and stuff. So I said, Rob, you got a coupon, so what's $3? So I got it, and I'm telling you, I don't remember the last time I filled it, but it's so handy. I use it when I'm doing my distressed, I'm staining, and I want to put some water on my, how I use this palette. I find I spray a lot of stuff with it, and then I was just sitting here thinking that my pen was empty because I had just, come back off of a trip, so I knew it hadn't been, I had emptied it. And then I'm thinking, oh, I've started the video. All this is going through my mind as I'm looking at this image right here. And then I thought, I got the distressed sprayer. I wonder if I can just put it to the top of this opening and fill it up. Well, it filled it up in just in a jiffy, like they say. So that has been worth its weight in gold, I have to say. So let's get this off like this. Alrighty. Just want to put that in up here. So let's get some more off of the side. I'll need this extra here. And let's see. I don't need this across the top either. Let's get rid of it. Okay. Let's put that there. Oh, I'm loving this. Oh, I like that. This is coming along nicely. see what we're going to get here. I'm just going to kind of lay it out and then, you know, let's see. Okay, like that. So let me just tear this across like that. And I'm going to get rid of this chunk at the top. So that this will go nicely right here. I like that. I really like this piece of, remember I used this early on in one of the collages. Semicircle. Looks good there. And let me just tear this and see. Let me just go ahead and rip this white off. I can see it better if I can get rid of some of it. And I'm also, my mind is just twirling here, ladies, just twirling away. I'm thinking that I want to do some stamping, but I don't really know what I want to stamp on here. Honestly, what I was thinking I want to stamp on here is some of my own scripting. I'm working on my stencils and my stamps, so hopefully, you know, everything that's been going on with this COVID, it's just closed so much down. But hopefully soon. I like that right there. I like that there. Yeah, I like that there. But before I actually put these down, if I wanted to stamp something, let me look at my stamps. I want like background. But I feel like boy, try to be careful as I take stuff off to look. Let's see. This may be a little, this is kind of, I like this background, but I think this is too, you know what I'll use? Like the Zodiac could be kind of cool, couldn't it? I just want some symbols and stuff without it being too over. And then I have this one, but this is kind of close too. Those patterns are kind of small. I need like a large, I need more large background patterns. That's why I have a tendency to use this one a lot, because it's got a lot of room in between it. These are actually Patti's. I was just looking at those. Patti Tolley Parrish. These are some of hers. These are nice. But I was thinking that they'll look, the circle will be kind of like a symbol, and I don't want that. So, where does that leave me? For some reason, I like the idea of this zodiac. I have no idea how this is going to, but hey, let's give it a try. So I think what I'm going to do is put, you know what could kind of be cool? Let's just see. If I place it around here. Let me see, do I have black? So here we are. But I'm actually use, let me use the stays on, because I want to make sure that this goes on and it's permanent. I'm not, you know, so I want to get the gluing. And if I, sometimes the Distress Oxides take a little while to dry down. So let's just see. So let's see. Just wanted some other layering here. Well, you can't really see it because I don't think, first of all, this is a proper stamp, although I have stamped with it. It also kind of blended in, so okay, so that probably shouldn't have been black. That is probably, but I don't know what other color I want to use. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go with Old Faithful, and I'm going to use Ganesh. Which will be like a dark brown. So I'm just going to do this. Okay, that worked. I know it's probably still hard for you guys to see, but it just gave me some lines and stuff over that background. So just to add a little extra to it. So it's not just so one-dimensional. And we're going to do something else, but let me just figure it out. So in the meantime, let's get I need my glue book here, and so let's go ahead and get these glued down. Which one? So I need to put this one down first. So I'm going to use the glue sticks for this, because now with the glue stick against the onion skin on this thin Japanese paper, and I got a fresh glue stick, it'll stick nicely. Okay. Love this. Okay. Alrighty. Make sure I'm still in the frame. You guys can see what I'm doing. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this down. This down here. Alrighty. Okay. So it's coming along. It's coming along. Something in here on the stamps. See if I see anything. Just kind of working my way through here. You know, I haven't used these. I wonder if I could use something like this, because this is the mail art. So let's just see, because these stickers go clear. Okay. Let's just see if any of these. These are just like luggage tags or whatever. I got these off of AliExpress about a year ago. Oh, this is cool. So I think I'm gonna use that Argentina one there. This is like passport stuff. They're kind of big, which is why I think I haven't really used them. But I think that this Argentinian one might work nicely there, because I like the colors of it. I probably won't use both of these, but I'll save that one. But let's see, this could be interesting, this one right here. So let's see what, if anything, am I going to put anything underneath here? Do I kind of like that? For some reason, this just reminds me of the sun. And when I saw this bull and the colors and everything, Argentina, I just think this could be nice. And it kind of fulfills our mail art. But I still just like the abstract. I just like this, you know, it's not a whole lot going on. I just like the abstract nature of it. And with that little bit of stamping, that did help. So let me go ahead and glue this down. So I'm feeling like I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac. I'm feeling like this is already starting to sing. Let me just go ahead and get some of this on here. Okay. All right, so let's get this in place. I just love how this also just goes transparent and you can see what's underneath it. Just blends in so well. So, let me see. I think I'm going to put this down. See exactly where I want to put it. Maybe like right in there. I think that's a good spot. And I think I'm gonna go to the next page spread because I like this. So, peel this off. There. Perfect. See how it just disappeared? I love it. It's looking, I know it was looking a bit bright because it had the white background on it. But this is good. So, see, so it gives you that little sticker. But yet it's subtle. It's not like bold in your face. So, I want to do something here too, but I may come back to it. I'm not quite sure what I want to use. I could use this down the side here. Yeah, I like that. Just a little element of some type of text, you know, language. You guys know I never know what I'm gonna do until I turn the camera on. We both end up discovering it together. Okay, I like that. Yeah, that gives it a nice little bit of text and scripting. Okay, so let's go over to the next page. Let's figure out what we're going to do here. I like this. So I may put that there. And let me get that one first. So let's go ahead and rip the, I tell you, I really kind of boxed myself in over here. It always seems to be the case. Like I can start off with so much space, and I tell you, because I'm not putting anything away and everything is just kind of, you know, butting up against the last thing. And then, of course, I got other projects off screen, so it'd be helpful to get some of that out the way. Okay, so this. Alrighty. So I want this to be on here. So like that. So right on the other side of I like this whole thing. I think that looks good on the page. So let me just get this so I can get it lined up so I'm not making a crooked cut or tear. Alrighty, so let's tear some of this off of the bottom. Let me make sure I get this straight too. I'm getting ready to just eyeball that, and that could be a mess. That could not be good. Take about that off. Okay. So, come back and look. Okay, that's good. So I want to go ahead and grab this off, which means that I know I need to take a little bit more off the bottom. All right. Perfect. So that's going to be this one page. I just love this. You know, I think sometimes the simplest is the best, don't you? Sometimes it doesn't require, you don't have to do a whole lot. Okay, so that's going to go there. And then I want that one. I think I'm going to go for this piece right here. So let me go ahead and get the white off. It's so much easier once that's gone. I know what I'm dealing with. Come on. Okay. And get this little bit of white that didn't want to tear proper. Come on. So, figuring out what I want to put with this, but I'm thinking I'm going to take it off right here, basically. Oh, that looks good together. This right here, over here, and still think I could take some of this off. It doesn't have to be that long. space there. Okay, so I'm wondering if I could use some of this. I think I'm gonna put some of this with this one here. So since I've done this one, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just use this liquid glue, because I won't have to worry about it being wet since I'm not going to do another layer, and then it'll go a little faster. Hopefully this won't have too much moisture. But it's the same kind of, it's similar. It's a clear PVA, similar to the Fabri-Tac. Of course, it's different qualities since that's designed to really work with fabric and stuff like that, and be washable. But in terms of the clear part of it that we want, that's all similar. So, and it just dispenses so much faster. Okay. Oh, Robin. Wow. I got it a little thick in some places. Just use my hands to smooth it too, because I can feel it getting it, you know, it's easier to get it smooth, and I can also feel when I have a little overage of glue. Okay. There. Well, I'd say that works well. Oh, love it. Let me just go ahead and do the same thing for this piece. Don't curl, please. Make sure that doesn't stick while I'm getting to it. It's just my luck that while I'm finishing the rest of it, it starts sticking. And I got stuck upside down. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Just gotta be careful with the over glue. If you kind of work closely and, you know, keep wiping your hands, it seems like it. And the thing I'm also dealing with is that these papers are printed out on my inkjet, so they're not moisture fast. You know what I mean? Water will make them run. So that's another thing that I have to be careful of, is the color starts running. if it gets too wet, because I hadn't set it. You know, you can set them as well, but I hadn't, so. Alrighty, so we'll let that settle. And while that is settling, let's figure out, I don't know what I'm going to do with this side, but with this side I'm thinking I was going to, felt like I wanted to add some of this. So let me see. Go ahead and get some of this off here. So that's good. Some scripting like that maybe. And I like that edge. Let me just see where we are with this. Just put some of this down. I can use my glue stick again. What time is it actually? Oh, it's almost an hour. Okay. That went fast. Boy. Okay. Stand for a second, try to get this right. Okay. See, I had another piece of this. I don't know what I have that I want to pull from here. I think that I need to let this dry, because actually I want to do my scripting on it, but it's going to be a little wet right now to do it because it's going to sort of be runny. So I may just have to do that once everything dries. So I really just want to do some scripting on top of this. But like for this one, I think I can do this one right now. Where's my red? I just see red on top of that. I can find my colors. Normally keep, okay, here's the white one. I want the white one. Oh, here it is. Here's the red one. Oh, that's right. I have this one too. This one is super yummy. Oh boy, this color is the best. So maybe I'll just finish by doing this scripting on top, knowing that that's going to, I can just leave it here to dry. Oh, how did I skip a page? I'll come back and fill that up. So, and it's so funny because when I started today, I said, let me make sure I don't skip a page. And I thought I looked, but evidently I didn't look well enough. So it's no problem. We can always go in and put something else in there. So where is my brush? Let me just go ahead and get some water on this. See my little spray bottle again? I can just kind of activate my brush. Even though I clean it, you see it's still some of the dark. It always, a lot of that Sumi ink really is good at staying. hangs on a brush. A lot of times I just dip it in some of the water I have here on my desk, and it doesn't get it clean really well. Okay, so let's take this red. Oh, yes. Perfect. Yeah, love it. We'll do another. Okay. Love it. Perfect. Okay. So, and then for the other side, I'm going to use this raw sienna. A little bit of red, was just enough to put up so you guys can see it. Just, you know, just right over top of that print. Just gives us that little bit that we're looking for. Love it. And so with this one, I will also just use right out of here. And it gives me a different kind of line. And this stuff, I mean, this color is amazing. So that's perfect. And when it dries, we're just going to have that little extra sort of light scripting. It's like in the same color family, but it'll just what am I trying to say? You'll see. It's going to go translucent, and it'll look like it's kind of beneath everything. So yeah, some scripting. I really didn't do much over here, did I? But you know what? I'm going to stop there because we've gotten 2 sections done, and I feel like so many of you guys liked my stamps. So maybe what I'll do next week is that's what we'll do. Next week we'll make stamps. So I'll show you how I make those DIY stamps, and we'll just make a lot of different types, because then I can come back, because I need to go back through these pages anyhow and put some of the stamping and, you know, the different things, the collage-y kind of elements on it, and flush these collages out. So that's what we'll do. We'll make some stamps, and then you guys will have them also, and you can go back through your journals as well and add, you know, add things where you see that they would go. Yeah, because I just like this as it is. And probably several, I know half of you are also saying, yeah, stop, Robin, stop. Because every time I say I'm going to stop and then I don't, you guys say, well, you should have stopped there. So anyway, okay, take care. Love you all. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed the video, please thumb it up. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Great community of creators over here, and you'll be in good company. So once again, thank you everyone for joining me again on Saturday, and I will see you next week and promise DIY stamps. All right, love you guys. Bye-bye.